Don't be blinded by what you think you're getting with what you're actually getting. And yeah, things could be great. They very well could be. But the gamble is there. The liability is there. The liability is what we're focused on. That's where that dollar amount comes in. If I buy a company that has 4 employees, 2 trucks, guy's been out of the business, dentist clothes, I'm buying a turnkey profit generator. I am willing to pay a ton of money for that. If it's in my area, it's priced right. They have the techs that know what they're doing. They can do the job. They're paid well. All I'm doing is high-fiving somebody on a Friday and making all the money on a Monday. That's what I want. Right? So it's the deal that makes the difference. Don't be blinded. Don't think that I did $200,000 last year. I want to sell you my company that you're instantly making $200,000 more. Not even close. That's not the case. You're just getting a list. And with the right advertising, I deal with companies all the time that can do that in a year. I have companies that are doubling. They're increasing their year by $300,000 in some cases. $100,000. I do some private coaching, which I mention very, very seldom. By the way, I have 1 slot open right now, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, I deal with people who have hit the $1 million mark. They have exceeded the $1 million mark. I have companies who have just started. I have done it all different people, and the amount of growth is absolutely possible when you're like, I'm kind of stuck, not in my area. You're lying. Not in your area the way you're doing it. But with the right ads, you could add $100,000, $200,000 worth of new work if you could build the company strong enough to accept it. That's ads. You could do that. 1,000%. Maybe that's not even what you want to do, and that's fine too. But why would you buy a company that's doing $200,000 a year for a lot of money when for that same $200,000 you could spend $20,000 to $50,000 on ads? And that's not even, those are excessive numbers. Depending on where you are in your split testing process, it may only take you $20,000 to generate $200,000 worth of new work. If you're new to ads, obviously you have to split test, get things working, they got to be right, all that stuff. We're not talking about ads, we're talking about buying and selling. But that's what you have to look at. If somebody wants XYZ for their company, how many customers would you get advertising with really good ad for that price? When you're talking about paying somebody $50,000 for a company, maybe that's your entire year marketing budget. What kind of things could you get for that? Because here's the thing, if they go out of business, they're not selling their overpriced business to somebody else. These people are seeing these ads. You're going to be pushing it anyway. Put the money in yourself, not give it to somebody else. You can get the names. The names are easy, right?